Well, the man once at the helm of the Minneapolis Chamber now admits to his role in an embezzling scheme that ultimately funded a lavish lifestyle. The guilty plea coming within the last 2 hours. Jonathan Weinhagen is accused of creating sham contracts to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars, including money meant for a Crime Stoppers reward fund. The married father of 4 resigned as CEO in June of 2024 as an internal investigation started to unravel the web of deception. Lou Raguse joins us live from the federal courthouse in Minneapolis with more from this afternoon's hearing. Lou?
Well, Julie, perhaps symbolically, the charge that the feds made Jonathan Weinhagen plead guilty to was mail fraud, the crime that corresponded to the theft of the money that was supposed to be reward money for tips to help solve the shootings of those 3 Minneapolis kids. But Weinhagen will be held responsible for all $213,000 of his theft.
The business community has rallied together to create a $30,000 fund, a reward of up to $10,000 per case for information leading to the arrest of these individuals.
In 2021, Jonathan Weinhagen stood alongside family members of 3 child victims of shootings in Minneapolis.
Why'd you do it, Jonathan?
Today, Weinhagen admits he stole that $30,000 donation given to Crime Stoppers by the Minneapolis Regional Chamber of Commerce.
What do you want to say to the families of those 3 kids?
The former chamber CEO pleaded guilty to mail fraud to bring a quick end to his embezzlement case charged in late October. Weinhagen was a very visible advocate for the Minneapolis business community, especially encouraging people to return downtown after the COVID-19 pandemic.
Rate of vaccination.
But while serving that role, Weinhagen admits he stole more than $213,000 by funneling money to a phony business he made up called Synergy Partners. When others in the chamber grew suspicious, Weinhagen told them that company's owner, James Sullivan, died. But that was not a real person either. Weinhagen created a phony obituary to try to make the lie convincing. Weinhagen used the money to fund his lifestyle, including expensive vacations. Also during Weinhagen's plea hearing at the federal courthouse in St. Paul, he admitted to a political aspect to his fraud. In 2021, he solicited $60,000 in donations from 2 businesses meant to go to All of Minneapolis, a political action committee that supports Mayor Jacob Frey, of whom Weinhagen was a close ally. But he admits he stole that money as well. Then you saw in the video that Weinhagen was free to walk out of the court hearing today, so he will not be held in jail until he is sentenced. According to the sentencing guidelines, he is looking at about 2 or 3 years in prison, but that hearing will be at a later date. I also reached out to Mayor Jacob Frey, whom Weinhagen considered a friend, for comment, and I did not hear back.
Lou, do you know what it was that tipped off other people that this may be a scam going on?
Well, within the chamber, they grew very suspicious and they started asking for more information about where this money was going and what it was getting them in return. They ended up catching him basically and doing an internal audit where they found all this money was missing, and that's when they brought in the FBI.
All right. Thank you, Lou.